Jon Jones and Conor McGregor both attended Donald Trump's inauguration yesterday. They recreated their famous Rolex video from 2014.
My man.
I give you a mean drop on the ground.
You flash that Rollie?
Hey,
You flash that Rollie?
yeah, you know.
The number 2 Rollie around?
We got some Rolexes. What you mean number 2?
What?
The number 2 Rollie around
It's a preferably today.
with the number 1.
Yeah, give it up on there. We one and a half. Free the land.
Jamahal Hill has broken his silence since his TKO loss to Jiri Prochazka over the weekend. Jamahal posted a video of him and Jiri having a drink together at the bar after the fight. In the caption, he wrote, "First of all, congratulations to Jiri. You made great adjustments and gave me a hell of a fight. I want to thank everybody that reached out with love and support. I truly appreciate you all. My fire has never burned hotter or brighter for my future and growth. Fighting against the elite of the elite is an honor and a blessing that I don't take for granted. And yes, it comes with some hard lessons, but this is my journey, and I'm going to set the course back right. Negative and hate are from those that know where they stand beneath you and want to bring you down to their level. My head is high and my heart is full, and I can't wait for my time to shine again. Sweet Dreams Nation, we move forward and onward." Henry Cejudo says he feels less bad for losing to Merab Dvalishvili after seeing what Merab has been able to do in the bantamweight division. Henry lost to Merab in February last year via unanimous decision. On the Pound for Pound podcast, Kamaru Usman gets Henry to admit that Merab is the bantamweight GOAT.
Anything else you want to say about Merab, Henry?
He's the best in the world, dude, and he's earned it, man. Like, I was even talking to my wife yesterday. She was like, "Hey, man," he's like, "I know you picked your up." He did.
We know he's the best in the world. But anything else you want to say about Merab?
He's the real deal, man. I feel like
we know he's the real deal.
I feel like at this point, though, I think you got to put him in. I think you got to slide him in at least pound for pound, top 3, dude. Like, no lie.
Of course.
Of course. He should be ahead of Pereira. He should probably be ahead of. Fuck, man. I would even say, man, you probably have to. You have to slide him in at number 2, man. Look at the amount of title defenses or the winning streak that he's on and who he's beat. I mean, Kush. I mean, I eat my words. Another level of respect for Merab for what he's done, who he beat. I mean, man, it makes me. I don't feel so damn bad losing to him.
There's nothing else you want to say? In that bantamweight division? Nothing else?
Daddy?
You did say, Henry, if Merab is able to go in there and get this victory, jeez, you have to start calling him the
GOAT. Oh, okay. I see what you said. Yeah. Yeah. You have to, man. Jan, O'Malley, Cejudo, Umar, Marias, Aldo. I mean, he's fought everybody, dude. He's fought everybody. He's beat everybody in this division in you can say in their prime, dude.
Arman Tsarukyan responds to the backlash he has received for pulling out of UFC 311 with a back injury. Arman details the severity of the injury and says the pain got so bad at one point he couldn't move. Speaking to Ariel Helwani, Arman said, "I didn't have anything with my lower back in training camp. Like with my sciatic nerve, I didn't have anything. I had from my neck to my back, but it's a completely different thing. Of course, every camp we have something, like I hurt my elbow, I hurt my knee, but it was not that bad that you couldn't continue your training camp. Every fighter has a small injury. Everything was good. Wednesday after training, I went to sleep and I start to feel my lower back, and I couldn't sleep all night, and I thought something happened. I took some painkillers, and they didn't help. The next day, I thought it's going to be good. And after press conference, I'm going to start my weight cut. When I started my weight cut, I was doing bike. And then that moment, my back stuck and I couldn't move. I just laid down in the hot tub. It was crazy pain. I couldn't do cardio. And the UFC doctors came and started to help me do some PT. And they said, you're going to be all right in the morning. If you're going to feel the same, you can't continue cutting your weight. I was like 6 pounds left when I went to sleep, and the pain was the same. 5 a.m. I just told my manager it's the same pain. I couldn't move. My lower back stuck and I cannot continue." Robert Whittaker explains why he feels bad for Renato Moicano after his loss to Islam Makhachev over the weekend. As you guys know, Renato was supposed to fight Beneil Dariush. However, Arman Tsarukyan pulled out of the fight with Islam due to a back injury, and Renato stepped up on just 1 day's notice. After Renato lost, he said that he was unsure if he will ever get another title shot. Rob thinks that Renato was actually on the right trajectory to earn a title shot and have a full camp to prepare for Islam. However, he doesn't blame Renato for taking the short notice opportunity.
You know what? And I feel for Renato, right? Because
Same.
I feel like he was on the right trajectory. He was heading into the right direction to build up to a title fight, because Islam's just about cleared out of the division at this point.
Yep.
Right? Like, so, and Moicano was starting to really pick up some steam. He was starting to get those high level fights. He was starting to get, like, his win streak was back, and he was looking better and better. You know, I think Dariush would have put him in a really good position to have a camp for Islam. Whereas now he was kind of thrown in unexpected, thrown in rushed, you could say. Like, yeah, he had a
Of
camp,
course.
but not for Islam. Like, the levels
it's
are different.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, like, he said it in his post interview, he may not get another chance. Like, obviously you got to take these opportunities when they present themselves, but I feels for Moicano, because he's been in the game for so long as well, you know, and hats off to Islam, like you said, like, best pound for pound, right? Taking on all comers, day of, doesn't care, you know, and you know, that's what makes him so good. That's what being the number one pound for pound means. That's what, you know, he's going to get him as the best lightweight to have ever done it.
After Umar Nurmagomedov lost to Merab Dvalishvili at UFC 311, Umar's team revealed he broke his hand in the first round. Umar's coach Javier Mendez says that Umar never told him about the injury during the fight, but wishes he did so they could have changed the game plan and started throwing more kicks. Speaking to Submission Radio, Javier said if he had told me he broke his hand, I would have changed the game plan. Khabib and I would have changed the game plan completely around, because Khabib is a great corner. He's one of the great ones that I've encountered cornering with, so we could have changed the game plan, but we weren't told. Umar didn't tell us. That just shows you the kind of warrior he is. We would have changed the plan had he told us that. Why would we do what we did, having him throw that broken hand, if we knew he broke his hand? That would be stupid. I would have had him kick more, keep the distance, keep him at distance, keep kicking because he's a great kicker. But no, the game plan was to stay inside and pick him apart. And I was wondering what the hell, and he just kept putting his head down. He kept putting his head down more than often, and I'm like, what the hell? I go, okay, Merab must be that much tougher. And yeah, he is that tough, but I didn't know that Umar broke his hand. He didn't tell us. Ray Longo responds to people who are saying they thought Umar Nurmagomedov beat Merab Dvalishvili. Longo says not only was it a clear victory for Merab, but Merab embarrassed Umar. He says Umar is a great fighter, but has a lot of growing up to do.
Hey!
Come on now.
Let's go, Ray.
Ray.
Ray!
All right, let's just start this off by saying that anybody that thinks that Umar won that fight, go see a psychiatrist right away. I said again. I don't know. I'm in shock over something. I'm in shock over this.
I have 20 talking points on this fight, and one of them was actually not that. I didn't even think we were going to talk about the outcome being in question. I do think when Umar watches this back, he'll recognize that he lost 3-2. No?
Yeah, look, I'm scoring at 4-1. 3-2 is all right, but we were going into the octagon. We had to get at least 4 rounds. I mean, I think maybe I said that because the end of the fight was just so humiliating and dominating that if you're looking at that fight, right, with the sound off and body language wise, who's winning that fight? Like, the guy I thought he was embarrassing him, putting him down, laughing, looking at him. What that guy do that he did anything? So it's not a discredit. I think Umar's a good fighter. I think he's got a lot of growing up to do, to be honest with you.
Aljamain Sterling says he initially thought Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan would have been a very close fight. However, after seeing Islam dominate Renato Moicano the way he did, he thinks Islam probably would have smashed Arman as well.
Bro, I was a little shocked that he trailblazed Renato Moicano like that.
Really?
And it makes me curious, or makes me start to believe, because I'm rating Moicano a lot higher now with the groove, the momentum, his aura, just the way he's talking, his confidence. And then you got Arman, who's also really good, but then the way it was like a hot knife through butter, bro. hot knife through butter. And then there was that one moment, it looked like he got knocked down, but it was actually a slip because the canvas sucks. I don't know when they're going to actually fix the damn UFC canvas. We keep telling these guys, keep complaining, and these guys really think it's the best one. It's absolutely bizarre. How many times do we have to fall throwing head kicks and knees and like that? There's nothing even happened. The guy fell on. With that said, hot knife through butter, absolutely just ran through Moicano. And the nice part about it, he didn't even beat him up, which was cool, because now Moicano can go back and fight Beneil Dariush and get that fight rebooked or something. So for him to do that, my initial thought, now I'm curious to see, because now I'm starting to believe and feel, yo, maybe he was going to smash Arman, bro. Maybe.
Really?
Well, just the way that it looked, like, I thought it was going to be really, really close, but to see him do that to Renato Moicano, who also trains down at American Top Team with Arman. I'm not sure if they're training together, but I know he's training down there. I mean, how could you not consider that possibility? I'm not saying it happens, but it made me think like, damn, was he really about to just smash Arman and have everyone just shut up and just be crickets? Because that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. Because
that would have been insane.
Bro, the way he put that squeeze on him, bro. Oh my God.
Charles Oliveira says he's down to fight Max Holloway for the BMF belt if Islam Makhachev is not available. A few months ago, Max said that he was also for the idea of defending the BMF belt against Charles. Max and Charles actually fought back in 2015, and Max won via TKO in the first round because Charles sustained a micro tear in his esophagus. Speaking to the UFC, Charles said, "We'll have to see when Islam will want to come back. If he only wants to fight in October, I definitely want to fight before that. So why not challenge Max Holloway for the BMF belt? We met before, but I suffered an injury right in the beginning, so there wasn't an actual fight. I think we deserve to make this fight happen." Who do you guys think takes the W in that one? Post your opinions in the comments. At UFC 311, Kevin Holland lost to Reiner de Ridder via rear naked choke in the first round. A few days prior to the fight, Kevin made an appearance on the Jackson podcast and explained why he doesn't care about becoming a UFC champion. Kevin said there's too much politics in it, and he doesn't want to become too famous to the point where he gets recognized everywhere he goes in public.
There's just too many politics that come with being like, even really when you're ranked, if I'm being honest. It's like every time you get this number next to your name, then all of a sudden they start talking about the belt. And if you get to a belt, they can't stop talking about a belt. And it's like right now I am in a good spot. I get to live my life the way I want to live my life, Monday through Friday. And that's how I want it. I just want to be able to step in, do my thing, step out, be okay. If I get a belt, I got 1 million plus followers. There's nowhere you can go where people don't know who you are. You can't walk through Walmart with a regular hat on, get away with stuff. You just can't do anything.
TJ Dillashaw gave his reaction to that clip and had some harsh words for Kevin. TJ said it's an excuse, and it boils down to the fact that Kevin just doesn't have the ability to become champion. TJ said, "I saw the post you guys put out there about him not caring about becoming a champion because there's too much politics in it." I'm like, all right, that's just an excuse because you'll never be a champion. You know what I mean? He's a very entertaining fighter. He talks a lot. He does this, but he will never be a champion. I'll promise you that. It's the truth. He's got some holes in his game. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's in reference to Magomed Ankalaev, saying that Alex Bejeda attends UFC events to get free alcohol, despite Alex being sober for 10 plus years. It's from El Best El World. It says Ankalaev showing his character. Gonna be another sleeping beauty at UFC 313 when you wake up that side of Poatan. The second one says Ankalaev signed his own death certificate with this comment. Congrats to Alex for over 9 years. And the final one's from Flying Buddha. It says the way Merab kept taking Umar down in the 5th and toying with him right in front of Khabib. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.